Yo, what is going on, people? It's the Xbot 448. And guys, I've been looking at Twitter today. It's been going a little crazy. It is March Madness. But when it comes to March Madness, I expected it to be in the gym about basketball and not necessarily about gaming news. Huge shout out to my brother Salty who made it in the chat first, basically saying the first time he was this early, his wife got pregnant. So, huge shout out to my bro. What is up, DJ Xbox fan? Yeah, guys, I wanted to make a video today. I wanted to talk about a couple things. And yes, I am live streaming, going straight from the heart, straight from the head, and let you guys know how I feel about a couple things. Now, first off, you can see in the ticker below, Halo Master Chief Collection, which has been announced that it is going to PC. And when it was announced that it was going to PC, people started asking about crossplay and about Play Anywhere. Now, with Play Anywhere, Xbox first-party titles, if you buy it on the console, you can automatically download it on your PC. Hence the name Play Anywhere. You can if you download on your laptop or whatever, you can play it wherever you want. All right, and then crossplay is another thing that speaks for itself. Basically, people on console playing either with or against people on PC. Now, 343 Industries, there was a Halo Championship that went down, and 343 members talked about this, and basically stating that, they know this question is coming up. They know there are people asking about, the whole crossplay and everything like that. Their main focus right now is getting the Master Chief Collection released on PC, basically the right way, with no kind of like glitches, no hiccups. You know how it's been kind of like this generation, especially lately with games coming out on release. And I guess they're focusing on a smooth release when it comes to the Master Chief Collection. And there's people out there who are getting upset. Now, first and foremost, I want to say I believe the people who are talking more about crossplay, playing between console and PC, playing, if you're on PC playing against people on console, I believe the majority of those people, and this is going to be a shock, I believe the majority of those people are PC, because they already feel with the mouse and keyboard native support on their PC that they already have superior tools to be able to go into multiplayer, go into competitive multiplayer, and basically dominate. This is something the PC community, not all, but there is a chunk in the PC community. They have been screaming for Halo to come on PC just because of that. All right? Let's be real. And now, when we're seeing more games doing crossplay and stuff like that, those PC gamers got even louder with, hey, we see that you're doing this, you're bringing games on PC. What about Halo? And basically what they want to do, mouse and keyboard, they want to dominate inside the Halo game. They want to play against console gamers, knowing that they have a superior setup with natively, playing a game with mouse and keyboard. That's what it is. Yo, what is up, Antonio? Yo, B. Dren, my brother, what is going on? Yo, huge shout out to everybody hanging out with me today. We're having a little discussion here, guys. We're talking about things. It's what we're doing. But so people started coming out and they're complaining about MCC not having crossplay or Play Anywhere, when it launches on PC. And I gotta tell you guys, like, if you think about this, and 343 Industries came out and stated that when Master Chief Collection was developed, when it was made for the console, there was no thought of Play Anywhere. All right? So I guess any tools, any kind of parts of the SDK that they have developed since they made the Master Chief Collection, it wasn't in the original code for that group of games. All right, so that being said, 343 wants to focus on making sure they release the Master Chief Collection properly, without bugs, without glitches, without hiccups. just a smooth release on PC, and then they're going to go back and evaluate what they will do when it comes to crossplay and play anywhere. Guys, I don't know why this is such a big deal. I understand if you have a PC and you take advantage of Play Anywhere, that you want that game on your PC as well, especially if you bought it on console. But when it comes down to it, I think 343 makes a lot of sense here with what they're doing. They want to make sure they actually release the game, I don't know, not broken, kind of like what console gamers had to deal with when Master Chief Collection first came out. And if that's the case, and I know we went through a lot, and they went in and they fixed Master Chief Collection over time, but we went through a lot. And if you are the creator or the developer of a product, and your first launch went as rocky, went as horrible as the Master Chief Collection did, and you are the developer, you are the creator. If you're coming out on another platform, wouldn't you be like, I just want to make sure this stuff runs before we get into anything with the extra added features, digging into the game's code and try to put that play anywhere aspect into it? I know I would. That's what I would do. All right. But again, people are kind of throwing it out there. And that leads me to another thing, guys. And that's basically the title of this video. And everybody in the chat, yo, what is up, Dark Optimus? Good to see you. Newark NJ, my bro. Part of the Next Podcast family right there. It leads me to the title of this video. Are gamers being too critical of Xbox? Lately, when you see Xbox and they're trying to show people the power of streaming with xCloud and Game Pass, you saw on the latest Inside Xbox they had Forza Horizon 4 running on a streaming to a cell phone, Bluetooth enabled controller, and somebody playing that game, right? There has been so much criticism lately over what is exclusive and what is Xbox doing and all this good stuff because of the whole streaming to multiple devices that they have shown that they are doing, that they are working on and they are developing on. But the funny thing is, when it comes down to it, you see Google getting into the gaming console space, and you could put your money down that they are going to have a game streaming service as well. It's rumored that they're actually going to come out with two consoles, one being a traditional console and one being a stream box. So not only that, you would also think that Google, they make their own phone with the Pixel. So when it comes to mobile game streaming, you would think that they are going to do that as well. You see Sean Layden come out and talk about PlayStation moving into the future and how gaming used to be this niche kind of like category that kids and teenagers kind of got into. But then once they hit college, they kind of disappeared, and how it's not like that anymore. And people, play games everywhere. So why isn't anybody criticizing those things as well? Because they're basically saying the same things that Xbox is saying. That we're gonna have a console. If you want to play games on the console, we're gonna have that offering for you. But guess what else we can do with this? All right, we're gonna let you stream your games if you have this subscription or whatnot. We're gonna let you stream your games to whatever device you want. Is it gonna be as good as playing on the console? No. But is it gonna be a good experience overall? Yes. I don't understand what the big deal what the big deal here is. All right, and when you look at it, like I said, Sony is talking about doing this. You look at Sony in terms of their hiring for PlayStation Now, that they're working to restructure it. What do you think they're restructuring PlayStation Now for? It's their streaming service, guys. This is what's going on with the gaming industry, and I don't understand why why Xbox is kind of like shouldering that burden when it comes down to it. It's interesting to me. Yo, what is up, Vertigo? How you doing, brother? Is that supposed to be Great One or Gear One? But yo, huge shout out to you. Thank you for tuning in. Guys, do you see what I'm saying? That for some rhyme or reason, it seems like the entire gaming industry is going a certain way. And then when it comes down to it, Xbox is the one that's being kind of like the whipping boy. Why? Is it because they talk about it more? Knowing that these companies coming into the console gaming industry are thinking the same thing. Knowing that PlayStation is going that way as well and is going to do the same thing. So Xbox is trying to get out in front of it all. And gamers are saying that it's all kind of like Xbox's fault. And what are exclusives? Oh, Xbox is going to do this. Xbox is going to die. I don't understand all that. All right, so Yobi Jen says, I'm all for streaming, but the ISP has to get rid of data caps. Yeah, I know that is a thing, man. That is a thing, and I think that's something that's going to be kind of like more taken care of when 5G kind of gets installed, on a much bigger basis than it is now. So I understand that being kind of like being a hurdle, all right? But Yobi, what I'm saying here is, at least for now, these companies are saying, if you like playing on console, guess what? Your consoles aren't going anywhere. But do you really expect them not to advertise and get excited on the fact that they might be able to reach a lot more gamers? Get excited in terms of business-wise. Get excited in terms of being in the gaming community as well. Because when you're a developer developing a game, you want to see your game grow. It's great to see, like, when it comes to active users, a huge number there by something you created. So there's people over on in Xbox division who are excited for this. They're going to have their games out there. It's going to be streamed, hopefully, to multiple places. But at the end of the day, the console gamer is not losing out on anything. I hope you guys realize that. Like, the console gamer is not losing out on anything here. Yo, what is up, Alan? My brother. Alan, I hope you saw my new mod that I picked up, man. It's freaking amazing. But I don't understand what this huge backlash is. And this huge backlash is only in one direction. One direction, and that is towards Xbox. Yes, they are talking about it more. Yes, they are trying to show you guys. You know why? Because Microsoft, they have the server farms already. Like, they built them all themselves. Microsoft has their own server farms. It's called Azure. They have the infrastructure to get this stuff done. So they are excited to be the first ones out the gate to bring this to the gamers out there. Whether you are a completely casual gamer, whatever subcategory of gamer you are, an added option is usually a good thing. All right. Now, and I've seen this entire generation. All right. Like, we had a couple years where we didn't over a year where we had like no exclusives whatsoever. All right. That we had no exclusives dropping for Xbox. I believe it was 2017. That was kind of like the low point when it came to Xbox in terms of dropping first party exclusives, right? Do you guys remember that Sony went through that same thing? That absolutely same thing with the PS4 a couple years before that. And my whole thing with that is, if you talk to the Sony community, the Sony gaming community, throughout that year, a little over a year or so, they weren't upset. They weren't saying, where the hell are my exclusives? They weren't saying, where is my first person shooter meant to rival like Halo? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. They got excited for the games that were coming out, and they played those. It was absolutely amazing. And then when it comes on the Xbox side, it seems that gamers out there are looking at it through a magnifying glass, trying to find any imperfection here or there that's going on with the company. I understand if you weren't happy with, some of the latest offerings from Xbox, I get that. I understand. And it's okay to be frustrated. All right. Um, I look at it, me personally, Crackdown is a really fun game. I'm glad they dropped it. I'm glad it's finally out. Forza Horizon, and see, that's the thing. Forza Horizon 4, when people talk about the latest first party games to drop on Xbox, they're really quick to talk about State of Decay and Sea of Thieves. And then if somebody else brings up Forza Horizon, oh yeah, that's good, but one. Or, oh yeah, that was good, but it's a racing game. And that's what it is at the end of the day. So even the good titles, the titles that can appeal to a larger audience, the ones that are, if you look at reviews, are highly kind of like they're highly reviewed. You know what I'm saying? They're up there in like high 80s, early 90s. Like if you're into reviews, that's a great score right there. But those are turned to the side so this way we can pick and point and push at games like State of Decay and Sea of Thieves. I don't understand that, guys. This year we are getting a new Gears. All right? And instead of getting hype for that, we're letting the narrative be, well, it's just another one of those games. It's just another either Forza, Halo, or Gears. And I don't understand why we do that. I'm excited for a new Gears. I think they're going to do a lot more with this Gears than what they did in the previous one. And the story was really good in the previous one. I don't understand, like, it seems that, all right, gaming media is overly critical of Xbox. Of course, fans of other platforms like Sony is overly critical of Xbox. And then all of a sudden, the gaming community within Xbox is getting overly critical of Xbox. Guys, what do you want from this? There's a narrative out there that's trying to be pushed out there. And I really hope the community doesn't follow it. All right. Everybody can talk about, let's see, the Uncharted's and the God of Wars and all that good stuff. To me personally, I see a blueprint that Sony is following and just putting different stories in there with that whole third person, camera over the shoulder. Freaking Kratos didn't even jump around and do what he did in the previous 3 God of Wars. All right, so when it comes down to that, like, I am happier that at least the platform I'm on they're trying new things with State of Decay, with Sea of Thieves. They're trying to push innovation with games like Crackdown. It might not have been exactly what they showed, but they did put out something that's working and something that's going to get patched over time as well. Instead of, like I said, that third person, just heavily like story narrative like driven, the heavy story driven type games. That doesn't. All games don't need to be that way, you know. And it's funny because, like, back in the beginning of the generation, and it's one of the games I actually liked on my PS4. A game like Resogun, right? The game was fun to play. All right, I didn't really know what was going on story wise or anything like that, but I liked the game. I liked to play the game because the game was fun. Not everything has to be an Uncharted or The Last of Us. Cali Rex. I mean, there is a reason Kratos couldn't jump as high because hack and slash games play differently from what God of War is. God of War is now. Cali Rex, man, trust me, I appreciate your opinion, and I definitely respect you and your opinion. But it's the way God of War is now, all right? But the way God of War was, the first 3 installments, and even like the PSP version and all that good stuff, it was a major, like a very agile hack and slash, and that's what I like. But if you notice, like, unless you're looking through blinders or something like that, if you notice, there is a kind of like strict formula with Sony and their first party studios. It's got to be third person. Camera's got to be over the shoulder. You got to have a heavy story narrative. And it's like, well, where's the variety in that? And I know you guys can pull out like Japanese games and all that good stuff. I'm talking about their first party though. You see what I'm saying? Like, people will complain about Xbox's first party, and I'm happy that we have a variety that comes from first party. You know, that's the way I look at it. We have an incredible first person shooter, all right, that has withstood the test of time so far. Um, Gears blew up through the 360, and we've been getting iterations of Gears, which have been great. Forza is now basically the king of racing games. If you want the highest quality racing game out there, you're going to get a Forza game. That's awesome. So why would they stop making that? Why would it be, oh man, it's another Halo or another Gears or another Forza? I don't understand that. We're going to get other games. There are other games being developed. Or they put out other games where they tried something new. And unfortunately, when you try new things, they don't always succeed. But I'm glad they're trying different things. I really feel like Xbox is being like the gamers, the media. There's a lot of people being overly critical, and the main point today, in terms of news and stuff like that, is that, well, Xbox is going to have their games playing on every device. And it's like, well, natively, it's going to run on two things. It's going to run on PC, and it's going to run on your Xbox console natively. It's going to be streamed to other devices. I don't understand what the big deal with that is, guys. Yo, exactly. Cypherman said it perfectly. God of War felt like something else. It was way too slow. He was like, now, DMC5, good lord. Dude, I haven't tried that yet, actually. I did, I was able, I got gifted DOA 6, Dead or Alive 6. Um, from my brother Butcher Van, and I've been getting into that, so getting kind of like back into fighters and stuff like that. Mm-mm-mm. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. You know, when it comes down to it, I feel like the community is sitting there with a magnifying glass, everything that's coming out for Xbox right now, and there are people out there using that magnifying glass and trying to stare hard at the news that Xbox is coming out with, and trying to find anything to criticize it, right? I feel that's what's going on right now, especially when you look at companies like Google, and you know what they're going to do with gaming. They are coming out with a console. They are coming out with a Streambox console, and you know they're going to be streaming their games on like their Pixel and stuff like that. So they're thinking about a gaming platform that goes beyond, multiple devices as well. You hear what Sean Layden's talking about with Sony, and you see their restructuring of PlayStation Now and the people they have hired to kind of lead that streaming service in that direction. The entire industry is doing this, guys. So I don't know why all the pressure is being put on one particular platform when it's something the entire industry is doing. But guys, that's pretty much my opinion for now. I had to get this video out. I was like, wow, seeing some things on Twitter and people just getting so negative over what is supposed to be a fun pastime. A fun pastime, people. Something where you have fun. You enjoy yourself. And see people getting so negative about things. It's absolutely insane, in my opinion. I look at it, guys, you got to remember why you started playing games. All right? You started playing games because they were fun. All right? I'm still having fun on Xbox right now. And just because they're coming out with a streaming service and I'll be able to play games, stream to my phone or to a tablet or something like that, it's not taken away from my fun whatsoever. All right? I think the only people this will hurt the most. Yeah, I know that, Yobi. But check this out. With this news, I am going out here and I'm saying this. The only people that this will hurt the most in terms of games being streamed on multiple devices all the way around, right? The only people who will hurt the most are the extremists out there. It'll be, Xbox fanboys. It'll be Sony fanboys. Because now all of a sudden, it's not just about their hardware, because people are playing games now on multiple devices. And I think those are the people that are going to get hit the hardest when all this stuff comes out. It's going to be the extremists out there who love starting shit over my platform's better than yours. Those are the people who are going to get hit the hardest. But anyway, guys, if you like the topic, you like the gameplay, which of course this is the winning gameplay from next podcast this past Saturday, definitely smack that thumbs up button for me. If you haven't subscribed yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. Definitely subscribe. I will be doing more gaming news. I'll be doing like these live videos. I'll be doing shorter videos. I'm starting on reviews as well, game reviews. So definitely stay tuned for that. I just had to find a way to put it together to make it kind of like my own brand of review. All right, so I think I got it down pat now. I'll be coming out with game reviews as well. And of course, this is the home of the next podcast every Sunday, 7 p.m. Be there, guys. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great Monday night, and I will be talking to you later.